fact, we're gonna make music out of anything. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, we're back. Real Spit Radio. I'm your host, K Mac Knoxville.
It's your girl, Tammy Too Much.
And it is Tater G.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man. You gotta do it better, yeah.
All right, man. You know, man, it's Tater G, man. Small life, man. GHS forever.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah. Mad at it. Shit.
I was in host mood.
Yeah.
Yo, I want to thank our guest J.Sully, but let everybody know, like, I know you got the new movement. I'm really like feeling it because you had me off at the spot.
Right.
And it was all kinds of nice things around.
Nice complimentary
cookies, pies and shit. Suckers.
Cookies, pies, and everything.
You know what I mean? And then the live loud, love music. That just, that stuck with me. It's like, that's real,
I appreciate
something different. You know what I'm saying? Different vibe.
That. Yeah, we are. Like I'm never going to take the credit for Live Loud Love Music by myself because, like I said, we came together with the idea, but pretty much Live Loud Love Music was just our way of like bringing the independent scene of the music and the culture that we are part of to a society that's starting to be on the rise and get respectful recognition, and that is the Stoner Society. Shout out to all my stoners out there.
Yeah. Well, I thank you.
Like I said, give something different because from our scene is, the performances and the showcases. I ain't gonna say they got vanilla, but everybody want to see a change. So, we said, well, we got the stoner enthusiasts over here that's in the music culture, and then we got people over here that's of the music culture. Let's try to combine them and see what we come up with. And then Live Loud Love Music came out.
That's real.
So
yeah.
That's real.
Oh yeah, that's totally awesome. I got a couple of part questions.
Sure.
All right. Okay. Everybody always say, "What was your influence?" I would say this. When did you start to make it? I mean, when did you start to make music?
Mm-hmm.
Not only when did you start to make music, and what is your take on making it? And have you reached any point of that goal?
Well, I started making music, let's say about 2010 officially. That was like when my first recorded song. As far as my take, I guess if you're asking my approach on it, is just like, I like hip hop. I'm a pure fan and pure enthusiast of hip hop, and it's not in no subcategory genre. I just like hip hop, the art of rhyming, the rhythm, the melody, the creation of it all. So that's what continually inspires me. Outside of my influences and what I observe and what I am accustomed to, being receptive to for what I see.
Right.
And as far as goal reaching, I got 4 projects officially together. So I can say I told myself I wanted to at least get 3 official projects put together where I say they're completed, they're out. So I got 4 now.
Is any of your projects outsourced in any stores, hard copy wise, and what digital feeds is it on?
At this time, we not pressed up in any stores hard copy wise.
Okay.
My first project, The Prelude, we had it out Soundgarden for a little while. I had put out maybe like 100 copies. I mean, and shout out to all the supporters of The Prelude because all of them sold, but it was like 100 copies. Since then, it's just been digital. Free download sites, free streaming sites, your SoundClouds and stuff like that. As of late, you can get all of my projects now for a sale for a nominal price. I actually got a discography charge now on jsully.bandcamp.com. You can purchase them for $3 downloads individually, or I think it's like $6 or $7 as a discography package. But primarily just all digital. Bandcamp, I got 2 singles out on your iTunes, Google Play, Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora, Tidal, and all of the Tidal and Spotify outlets, the UK's overseas. So just try to spread it out as much as I can, man. You know what I'm saying?
So, as we know, music changed rapidly. So you say you really got serious about it in 2010, your first recording.
Yes,
How do you feel things have changed from then to now, musically?
Man, I'm glad you asked that question. I don't really get that specific question. To be perfectly honest with you, amongst a lot of opinion I get in debate, I think it's actually grown for the better. And I actually think it's progressing because the art of creation, I believe, is really, really, really back, like really resurging. And I don't want to say at an all-time high because we haven't seen it at an all-time. I believe when we see it at an all-time high is when multiple creations within, hip hop or R&B or any kind of urban culture music, like really gets even recognition. Right now, it's just what's trending, what's hot. But I believe even what's trending and what's hot, you're starting to see people changing up their styles. As bizarre as some of them are, people are starting to be creative again. Because I believe that for a while, it was like people would latch onto a sound or a trend and just put their name on it, turn the bass line up a little bit more and keep riding. Now you just, I like it. I mean, I'm fortunate, I believe, even at my age, that I can get in it where it's at right now. So, shout out to hip hop.
All right. Yeah. Now, where do you see yourself within the next 5 to 10 years?
More recognized musically as an artist, of course. I got some aspirations within the music company that I'm building, Color Money Music Group. I see us being able to have some influence on some up and coming artists and get them to blossom into the artists that they are, let them spread their wings and fly and spread the seeds and pay it forward. Like pretty much I see myself growing musically and growing within the music community enough to be able to reach and pay it back or pay it forward and keep this thing going.
Yeah. Oh, what is? Okay. I didn't know it was back on me. I needed like a cue card or something. What is your second genre of music next to hip hop? Most favorite, like
jazz. Yeah.
You look like a jazz. You look like a jazz dude.
Like, it's funny
saxophone kind of guy.
Painting and shit.
Love Joan.
In the background and shit. Yeah, man. That's what's up.
Now that's when you know, hey people, that's when you know the big homie K-Mac know what he talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't even gonna lie to you. If I pulled out my title playlist right now, he don't know I got Coach on UB Blade.
What?
I got her man Gillespie on there. Like,
I'm down. I'm a music person. I love all music.
Like I got this and I don't know how far it stretch out, but this guy named Asia Nera. He's a jazz saxophonist, I believe. I've been bumping him on my playlist.
Because that's where I get a lot of ideas for music from. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Jazz and stuff like that. I get a lot of ideas.
And that's where and I like because I grew up listening to it with my father. Like my mother listened to a lot of radio music, like all that Anita Baker stuff and all that. Right. And my father, the non-cliche, my father used to pull out the 12-inch vinyls, and some of them he had to go back to the 45 because he only had it in the 45, and they'd be like, you just... Right. I couldn't believe I'd be sitting there at 12, just listening to a dude that's
45 record.
About this big, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's old school, nigga. The 45 record, you can carry that bitch in your hand. It's like a little... slipping in a little thing.
Yeah. They got I was actually looking into some different like promo ideas for my projects or whatever, and I found a company that would actually for cosmetic and promotional purposes will press your project up on like a 45 Ill Conscious found a way to get him on the crowd benches, but I found somebody doing it on the 45, and I found him to do something else slick that I'm not gonna reveal my secret to because it's part of my new promotional strategy.
Hey, that's what it is.
It's getting back to that though.
It's definitely
getting back to records. That's crazy. They really been talking about that heavy talks lately.
I believe and see. I like that. I like the approach of getting back to it, but I like the approach of getting back to it for the point because people want to hear pure sound now.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying. Like even with your most trap beats, your most gangster hip hop songs, and I put them in two different categories: your hip hop songs and your rap songs. Even in your rap songs, people are loving that more pure, in-depth sound. Like they want to hear something. They don't want it to be shallow surface.
Like live.
That's true.
Live.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Knoxville and them because I've been saying y'all playing live a lot. Yo, I'm trying
that's my lane. That's what I do. That's what I do now.
I'm still a
I
student.
got to have them sticks, baby.
Yeah.
I got to have them there. It's once you get a taste of that, it's like it's no going back to just you know what I'm saying, playing the record. It's cool. It's cool, but when you, it's like you laying in the fucking beat, like you really laying in it. So that's why them rock motherfuckers break up their guitar.
My DJ,
my feel that shit. What?
I use the same,
bite the chicken head off.
The same DJ for like performances and all that, like my shows, my events, my performances. I use the same DJ, and me and my DJ talk all the time, and he like, bro, like. We need to get us at least a 2-3 piece band behind us. Cause boy, listen, when I get on the tables and they get behind you, I'm trying to tell you we can get right. And I'm like, yo, I'm working on it. I'm trying, you know what I mean?
And not only that, you gotta know your audience. To me, I feel like as an artist, you gotta know your audience. You know what I mean? My audience is a little older, so they enjoy the live thing. You know what I'm saying? They enjoy it, you know, and it's diversity, you know what I mean? Try to bring something different to it.
And there's so many new categories of rap now. You dig what I'm saying? Like a lot of people like go to the shows, you know, I still do go to the local shows and all that, and it's like I think what these promoters kind of got to do is, because if you go to a show and they prominently trap rap, a hip hop guy come in there, they ain't even got the patience for that. You dig what I'm saying? Even though that's real. But you know they
don't know how to set the shows up.
They don't know how to set the shows up.
Balanced.
Right, that is equally balanced, or just make it one thing. Just make it one thing, because you can't just throw somebody in there and everything else is not even of that. Because now they got rap rock. You know, all these dudes with the man bags, purses. You know what I mean?
They call that rap rock.
And I'm gonna say something.
Not
them small satchels.
The small satchels. Man, come on, look, listen.
I thought they call them. They call them.
Every time I look at shit like
Gangstalicious.
Right? What is that shit?
I hope I never hear nobody get called that in my presence.
Versus, wait a minute, what was it? Gangstalicious. I can't even say the shit right because it don't make no sense to me.
Like, yo, go get Gangstalicious over there. Nah, nigga.
What's it? No, it was Gangstalicious versus Thugalicious or Thugga something.
Oh man.
And we're
like,
speaking
what is
about
that?
These.
I mean, these are the dudes wearing dresses with the dyed dreads.
Oh no.
And the purses and
check this out.
Look, listen. All that, I understand the
what is that?
The satchel that came from overseas. Like, really, that's like was their
they do
thing.
that in Europe.
That was their thing. You dig what I'm
Italy,
saying? So okay.
Spain.
You wanna get the Armani exchange join. You got your little Armani. Look, if that's because if you don't accept the new stuff, you gotta accept something. I ain't listen because I don't want to bash dudes, because some dudes that I know really get into that bag, you know, in these real street dudes. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm not being biased.
If you walk in here today or tomorrow, right? If you walk in here tonight to this show, right?
Yeah.
and you got the what you say, the Louis bag.
The man bag.
You got the Louis bag around your shoulder, right?
I can understand some of them, but some of them.
Now Tay walking here with the Louis bag across his shoulder. You feel what I'm saying? Not in a feminine way.
That's gonna be slick.
However they say they supposed to position, right? And Tay got 25 hard in there. I know Tay go to that bag. I know Tay lineage got him to that bag. But if YFN look outplug walking there with the MCM satchel right here, halfway Indiana Jones in it, and it's as flat as it is that came in the bubble wrap when he ordered it in the mailbox. I'm sorry, I'm looking at these two gentlemen different. With the his looks like a satchel where he led up to his lineage, led him up to the bag. This man over here looked like he walking with a man purse. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah.
With green hair.
Right.
What you did? What you did?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not
like
something, bro. Like,
some
come on,
things
man.
is just taking just too
But
far.
I won't.
Yeah,
like, I
mean,
that's what I'm saying.
If it's about, I can understand if you get into the culture, the trend of style and all of that. But like I said, if your lineage follows it, sorry about that. If it follows that, then I can respect that.
Right.
But if this man, he walking around me, I know he 15, 16 years younger than me. And I don't got $25 to put in the satchel if I wanted to bring the satchel in. I know he don't. But you setting yourself up to follow a marker or bar that you ain't got to yet. Now you want, and it goes back to overworking yourself. My nigga, like,
I'm just trying to understand.
Elevate the proper way. Get to that.
I'm just trying to understand. Like, every time I see shit like that, it make me feel good that I'm old school. Like, because back in my era, coming up in this shit, like that shit was just not what's happening.
Man, it was a different time. So
I understand that. So
I gotta play devil's advocate.
Hold up.
Because I don't want y'all to sound. I don't want y'all to sound like
this shit.
I am. I'm gonna tell you why. I am. Because I am. Because y'all sound like back in my day. Y'all sound like our parents did.
Back in my day, little boy, little girl.
These kids just trying to find themselves, and they're gonna find wherever it's gonna go, and it's not where they at right now. It's not where they're gonna end up. Because let's go back to when we was that age.
I don't care about
we ain't in that same spot no more as far as our looks. You know what I mean? As far as the way we dress.
Right.
All that they gonna go through. It's a phase. It's like a kid. Like all y'all got kids. Y'all gotta let them fall down.
My son rock
you gotta
the
let them
Gucci
get
bag.
back up.
My son got it, but he don't wear. He don't wear like some gay shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
do y'all remember?
Thing.
Y'all remember when we wore skids? Skid jumpers.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
If y'all and the pants.
If y'all remember exactly, if y'all remember what the older people would say to your face or behind your back is that it looked like we was wearing pajamas outside. It looked like different kind of stuff. And if you think about the material,
like a picnic cover,
it did look like that.
Picnic cover,
like our grandfathers and all them hack dudes and all those dudes.
Yeah.
They was real men.
What you're saying, bro, man.
Looking at us like we was feminine, but we wasn't.
I get what you're saying, bro.
That's all it is the same thing.
No, it's not. It's not. These are woman clothes, bro. Right. That's not a style for a man.
You're trying to defend that.
You can't make me understand.
I'm saying let them little kids do them. Let them do them.
Let them do them.
They gonna keep moving through it.
But you're not going to compare that.
It's the same thing. It's their version. It's their version of what we do.
Let me ask you.
It ain't identical.
You know, is skinny jeans today our version of parachute pants back in the day?
Yeah.
I don't care about skinny jeans. I'm talking about wedding dresses and shit like that.
Okay,
I was born in 1982.
Ain't nobody Emerson Village wearing a wedding dress. That's some shit that she on TV.
Guys are thugs.
What you're talking about is like having a sexual preference of look. You look like you're a homosexual.
No, I don't want to. But see, here's the thing, though.
You talking about with the dye of the hair?
I don't want to not.
Is that what y'all talking about?
They always take it a step further.
Because our high tops, our high tops, we put blonde streaks in our high tops.
I seen pictures of niggas wearing women clothes, man.
Not nobody in Henderson Village. You didn't.
No, not.
Matter of fact, not nobody around where we live
I'm not trying not nothing out down South County.
You talking about the region?
But the whole genre right now, in that at this trend or episode or whatever you want to call it, of catching these dudes in wedding dresses and catching these dudes with purple and green highlights in their dreads and all of that. If you notice, you ain't seeing a lot of that shit north of the Mason-Dixon line. I ain't gonna say north of us. Like up north, they not doing that. We not doing that. It's really down south. Like you see them niggas in dresses. You see them niggas with red and purple dreads and cornrows back.
North Carolina, they be in Atlanta.
I'm saying, like once you get on
well, they flamboyant enough about what they want.
But
they don't hide nothing in Atlanta.
I love Atlanta, goddammit.
Shout out
to be all that shit. I don't care. I'm just saying, when I don't care who it is. When I see any straight thug dude wearing a dress, that's not cool to me. I mean, that's your thing, do it. But I'm looking at that shit like, yo, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, but they don't be.
You wore a dress to me, you was gay.
Right.
Okay.
Talk about the more of the stuff that you see kids doing predominantly. Don't talk about like those isolated incidents. Niggas ain't wearing.
You have a dress down in there? Yeah, like you weren't.
No, I'm saying speak about
thinking about fucking really, with that shit.
Speak about something that we can really like say we've seen somebody outside do that. Like, don't speak about something more specific. Your only issue is skinny jeans.
That's niggas. That's
so your only issue
that's
really
got
is
the
skinny
kids
jeans.
going fucked up is what they seeing from these type of people.
But they don't do it. They just see it.
Yeah.
They not wearing wedding dresses.
I'm gonna tell you why I can agree.
I mean, you can say Young Thug and that other dude from 2 weeks ago.
Influence on the youth, bro.
And it's not the first time we It's the first time we seeing it in rap.
NWA didn't influence. NWA didn't make you kill no cops.
NWA had me drinking OE,
but they made you kill no cops.
They didn't kill no cops.
You drink.
I know it's just a song,
but it made me feel like fuck the police. You ain't gonna tell me that.
It made you say fuck,
especially when I was outside.
It made you
going through the shit I was going through back then.
But the same little white boys and the same little white girls that watch NWA and Suburbia and all that shit, they like the song, but then they make them say fuck the police. Just like these niggas watching these motherfuckers, Young Thug and them wearing dresses and all that shit. They not doing it. It's crazy to see, and it's crazy that it's out there and promoted, but they not doing it because they know it's not right. It's not the first time we seeing that shit. It's the first time we seeing it in rap. It's the first time we seeing it in our
he's
good point.
Yeah.
Boy George did that shit.
Boy George. Yes.
And what we call
what
they call?
What's the use to call it?
Boy George did that.
We just was like,
yo. We said, yo,
I remember back in the day, nigga with 2 earrings fuck with me.
Yeah, that was in the 80s.
In the 80s, when nigga had 2 earrings, that fuck with 40 or 50.
I forgot about that, yeah.
It's the fact of the matter that it's just happening in our
Good point.
It's not the first.
He bringing up some good points.
First time we seeing it, so it's like it's just the fact of the matter that it's not going to be accepted in our culture and music because for the simple fact of the matter that hip hop and rap has always had a masculine tone to it. It's always had an aggressive tone, aggressive and offensive in nature. So when you got something that is submissive and feminine and dainty and lighthearted and passive, it's not going to be accepted by the masses.
Not if you're a dude.
Right.
My thing is, yo,
girls don't want.
Yeah,
girls don't
Young Thug when he put
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, girls don't even. A lot of women don't like it either. And yo, I'm not bashing nobody's gay. If you gay,
right.
You know what I'm saying? But it just fuck with me that some of these motherfuckers is doing this and people is supporting it. Like,
yeah, if you support, it's a certain
like
way
it's
to support
cool,
something, and you can't accept.
So this
it.
nigga wear a dress for 2 days. The next day he come out with some Timbers on. He still.
Who did you see do that? You ain't see nobody do that. You just hypothetically saying that.
Well, look, check this out.
You ain't see nobody with
the thing.
You ain't see no rappers in Baltimore wearing no dress.
But you know, Young Thug is
Young Thug,
everybody's in the
for him to get that far and have that many followers and all that shit, somebody seen that and knew that it wasn't right.
Yeah, well, I think he
and nobody said anything.
But that's how he's
I think he attracted probably another audience by doing that.
That's
but
how
long
he's
term,
promoted.
I think we bring too
that's
much.
cool if that's how they.
Somebody think that's a good.
If that's how they rock, that's how they rock. I'm not knocking nobody.
Young Thug put a lavender dress on, and put it on the front cover.
and everybody in the world said, "Yo, this shit crazy," and this nigga still went platinum.
Correct. Exactly.
Yeah.
But my thing was, it was just a business move for him.
R. Kelly was a superstar amongst women and two niggas. Niggas was like, man, shit, I put some R. Kelly on, I'm gonna get right. Until he stopped peeing on 18-year-olds. Then he
was
became
18, yo.
18,
She
17.
was 16.
There you go.
Because that's a cool.
But look,
he might get away with the 18-year-old.
He pissed on the kid. He became a pedophile. He got exiled. He ain't shit. None of that.
And guess what? We still went to his concerts.
He can still put. No.
Yeah.
Hey, but you a praise. You a praise. You have.
I don't care what y'all say.
And it was rocking too. He was rocking.
How could you get mad at R. Kelly and not mad at Hugh Hefner?
A
lot of people praise Hugh.
Right.
I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't either. But
a vast majority did.
Hugh Hefner was worse than R. Kelly.
And
R. Kelly just did this shit for his personal pleasure. Hugh Hefner made his money pimping bitches out, young ones.
Yeah.
So it was totally different. It's totally different.
So you saying R. Kelly should make money off of it? Not enjoy it?
I'm just saying.
No,
What
I'm
I'm
saying
saying,
is-
R. Kelly has his own perversion with him, but that's not how he makes his money. That's just his own shit. But Hugh Hefner was just legally pimping these chicks, young ones.
Yeah.
To the curve when they was old.
His magazine.
He didn't get dressed. He just wore the, he just wore the robe all the time. But it's because he's white. Only because he's white. If he was black, they'd be trying to take him out.
I think it was how he was doing it too. How he was doing it.
You're right. If he was black, it wouldn't have been no Hugh Hefner or no Playboy.
He didn't put all of it. You knew what was happening, but he made it classy to me.
Because of
Hugh Hefner?
Yeah, like the girls were nice dressed in the book.
What about when they had that reality show?
Classy.
Y'all notice how no black person could have that kind of image.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Even on
I agree with
black,
that.
quote unquote black magazines or any of that kind of all that kind of. You know,
I agree with that.
Twist the irony, and I'm sitting here thinking as he's about to say, and I'm like, yo, but you notice it ain't never ever been a black Hugh Hefner. You ever notice it ain't never been
the one
because the girls that he had would be so bad.
Yeah,
it'd be too much. It'd be too much.
Again. If a black man did
Kelly,
it, we will corner the market
flip it
and take
around.
it over, and they don't want us to control
Flip it around,
You gotta be a smooth dude.
His first investor was a black man. That's how he got his money to make the people.
Go ahead, girl. Get your ass over here on this mic. Get over here on the mic.
But it's about perception and acceptance. Perception and acceptance. Realistically, like
and privilege.
You got to throw in privilege.
And because he made a space for all the celebrities and the higher ups to go and party and do these things with, it was accepted.
He was greasing palms.
Yeah.
Literally.
Right.
Literally.
And in all honesty, seriously, Hugh Hefner, in my opinion, ran the biggest.
This though. This is the important part. If there was a black, quote unquote, black Hugh Hefner, black people would have been the one shitting on him and talking about him and trying to protest him and do everything they can to take him down.
Yeah,
that's how he rolled. And the white people, they just, he making his money. He did his little shit behind the scenes. I'm sure he hooked up politicians and all that. And ain't nobody fucking with him. The churches wasn't fucking with him. The other white people wasn't fucking with him. But if it was a black person, they either tore him up and all kind of stuff.
Hugh Hefner ran the biggest bordello in human history. That's how I see it. And he used a magazine to mask it.
Yes, that's true.
That's true. Because, like you just said, the parties, the politicians, the politicians he had relationships with.
Right.
The connections he made.
Everybody in media, everybody in Hollywood.
Yeah, come to my house. I got a whole house full of ones. It ain't one
you can have any bunny you want.
They gonna say yes. Just come through.
Right. Just
trust me. I'm Hugh Hefner.
Bring your drugs.
I got enough drugs and all that. Nigga, you ever heard of you heard of my cave with the pool, nigga? It's legendary.
Motherfucker go there. I heard motherfucker go there and stay the whole week.
Come on now.
Won't leave for a week.
Listen, you know how all right, okay. Sports players, kids, they have families and all that. They kids get into professional sports and all that. I promise you, a lot of these up and coming college stars, these college stars that have transitioned into the pro sports as of recent, I bet you 25% of them was probably made at Hugh Hefner house. I bet you. Think about it. Think about how many pictures you seen where it was. Well, I can't name no professional names, so I'm gonna speculate. Let's just say you saw Emmitt Smith there. Who? Mike. Mike. Mike probably got a wide receiver in the league, probably got a point guard in the league, and probably got a number 9 switch hitter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these kids was probably, you know what I'm saying? Like if they really go back, like, yo, where you was born? Well, you know, I was born in Hollywood. Well, we in Hollywood, well, you know, up in that hill over there.
Right. All right, yeah.
All right, we are Real Spit Radio, ReadyOnFire.com. Our broadcast reach over 276,000 viewers per month. Advertise your product, service, or event on Radio on Fire by sponsoring an episode of Real Spit Radio for as low as $50. Visit RadioOnFire.com/promo to get started. Be sure to call us up at 404-436-1277. We'll be right back.
Right back.